Hello everybody, how are you doing? I believe today is the 14th of January. How y'all doing? Surprise, surprise, I'm back on quickly. I do have to leave in a couple hours, so I wanted to throw a quick one because I'm getting all kinds of emails about Prince Harry and Meghan. I'll take a quick look, see. Ever since Princess Diana died, I do not pick up a gossip magazine. I do not watch TMZ because of the overwhelming. We get so curious about people that these other people that get paid for your picture are intruding on your life. And I just felt really bad for her because you know that the Queen decided to not give her protection. She did not have protection. I think that's why she's freaking out about Harry. So I'll take a look-see at that and see what's going on. I don't want to intrude in their life, personal life, because I have this thing, I protect them energetically. I do see a lot of drama coming up, which I've already read to you. I do see a lot of issues happening in the UK, which I've already read to you. So, but we'll take a look-see at that. And I want to thank you for all the emails and text messages. I also want to tell you the Benicia is not sold out yet, which is very unusual because I tend to sell out within 24 hours. So there's still tickets, and like I said, we provide breakfast and lunch, or more of a continental breakfast and lunch. The main thing is about me is the food that's being served. And so Kirsten will be there, Tana will be there, there's classes, I'll be doing readings, that kind of stuff. So if you can come on down, and it's in Benicia, that beautiful spot. Used to be the capital of California, Benicia was. The building that I work in is haunted, and it was a building that Jack London wrote one of his books in. There was prostitutes that lived upstairs. And they have, there's even a mark on the wood floor, a little rectangular mark from, you know how they used to put the irons in the fire? And one of the madams dropped the iron. The main madam used to be up against a window facing the street because they've moved that building. It used to be down by the water and they moved it up here. And one day there was a girl that worked there that had like a face shop, you know, beauty products. Really nice girl. She wasn't there very long. One day she said she was leaving and her radio turned on. She had a plug-in radio. She thought, Jesus, I left that on. So she opened the door, went to the side room in this particular place where she kept it. And not only did it stop, it was never plugged in. So that was trippy. That place is haunted. And fortunately, I don't see any negative around there. But it's kind of cool. And I guess you know Kirsten's going to have her own little get-together on Saturday night. With a little ghost hunting. So, okay. So we're going to read on that. I also want to tell you something. Let me define it a little better. I used to say Trump was not going to be impeached. Would not leave because he's impeached. Or impeached was like, no. He is impeached. He is impeached. What I meant by that, and I think you understand, I did not see him getting kicked out because of impeachment. So basically, this other thing that's coming up, I know everybody's all excited. They probably will have testimony that's knockout, drag out, shock and awe. But I still see those guys saying, no. Maybe they'll sanction him or something, but no. I don't know why. That's not the key factor that gets him out of office. It could be something right after that, or because of this trial, and everybody sticks to him because they have to. I don't know if you heard, he's passing out $1 million checks. And so, yeah, he's not going to be removed because of this trial. That's just like I told you about Kavanaugh. They said, well, let the FBI investigate. Everybody thought, oh, good, good. Well, they limited it to what the FBI could investigate. And Kavanaugh stuff got in. And I told you guys back then, and I remember I was in Oklahoma at the powwow, and everybody's like, Landa! And I was like, I'm so sorry, you guys, but I see him getting in. I see him getting in, but then I saw him being pulled out. But so anyway, he made fun of Cory Booker today. Oh, yeah, well, I'm going to be real upset because I couldn't run against him. Listen, this guy's so chicken shit. They're all chicken shit. I'm sorry about that, but they're not very good people. And they're good typing and saying stuff, and he'll be cruel to the people that are around him. But you get someone up there, a male, because he disrespects women, telling them off, and he might cow down for a minute. I'll tell you, that guy Wallace, was it Chris Wallace? He came back on him because what did he say? Oh, you're such a disappointment to your dad. And Chris Wallace came back and said, you know what? And you're such a disappointment to your dad. None of the money you ever had was yours. It was from your father. So anyway. And I know before his father died, he was not that his father was a good person, but that he was very worried about Trump just throwing everybody in a hole. He really acts like big king, like he's big man on campus, and he's got nothing to pay that title with. He's not a very good person. Duh. Okay, so first, why don't we just go ahead and throw, since I'm here? We might as well. It's an overcast day today. Tomorrow I'm going to the funeral of my daughter's grandmother. She's actually sort of a step. My first husband remarried a lovely lady, and her mother has died. 98 years old, and she just stopped breathing. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful way to go. Good woman, solid woman. I know her soul is intact, but tomorrow I got to see. I'm going to the funeral to support my daughter. I got to see husband number one. I think I wear my Harley Davidson jacket. Okay, here we go. Everybody is in an uproar. My guides, thank you. Sometimes they tell me, you're blind. You're blind. Take our hand and we'll show you the way. The blind leading the blind. You must wake up. You guys have to wake up. The earth is shifting. Things are shifting. We are here for you. Don't worry about the past or go too much into the future. We are here for you. And we're focusing too much on him, which we knew. It's just that he creates such angst, This world is falling apart. The things, they just posted, he's got Alaska stuff up for lease. Alaska land's up for lease. I mean, and the only thing that helps me is when I go to get upset about this, they're like, it's almost over. It's almost over. Soon he will be gone. Soon he will be gone, okay? Tell me about, everybody wants to know, as best as you can. I know I ask you till the cows come home. Just tell me what I can tell everybody to assure them that Donald Trump will not be president in 2021. Show us his exit. Show us his exit. What's going to happen with him is the Two of Cups reverse means people he thought he could trust, or the people he thought adored him, are reversing or changing their minds. Tick tock, tick tock. So this is the basis of him. This means that things are going to explode, and a lot of it has to do with a man, We've talked about a woman before, but a man is, I think that woman was the gal from the Ukraine testimony. Satan speaks. Somebody is really going to turn against him. Packing his stuff, grabbing his stuff. He's been battling so hard. It's kind of a relief, but it's also scary. And the world, look at this, you guys. So I'm not a real professional tarot reader. I use it like a map. Sometimes I get hits that could be different from in a book. The only book I ever did was Eileen O'Connelly when I first started to learn it. But what it does is when I'm reading someone, it helps me to decipher, because sometimes I'm picking up what they want me to say. And the cards will say something totally different. So it's almost like the cards sort of give me the truth. Like even for years, I use the cards sometimes not in the right way, but get ready to go out. I'm feeling good, I'm gonna have a good time. It said sucks. Sure enough, every time it was right. Or sometimes when I thought something wasn't gonna be so great, it was great. So the 5 of Cups reversed is his outcome, okay? With the Death card, with the ending. I'm telling you, thank you. With the woman standing there. The 10 of coins reverse. It's all got to do with money. How long have I been saying this? It's not me. How long have they been saying this? They're laughing right now. So I know I sound cray-cray, but I actually hear them talking sometimes. There's a man that talks to me that's very soulful. Not too humorous. I mean, he likes me okay, but, he's done with the jokes. Let's get down to the real deal. So this man is encased in a real negative, in a real negative energy. The tower is upon him. His whole world will explode. It's even worse than he thinks. And this demon or this energy involves other people. He couldn't be who he was without those people that are like, hail Trump. He couldn't do this without them. His constant energy of calling people names. And it's so funny. It's like he's so cruel and rude to people. And then he gets all bent out of shape if you disrespect him. You need to respect our president. You think? Do you think maybe he could respect somebody? But this has been a constant battle. For him, unlike some of us who would probably be dead by now, because we couldn't take the energy. As it is, he's pretty near killing a lot of us because we can't take anymore. For him, he kind of thrived on it. It fed the evil sense in him. But now the battle's getting to where he can't hold it up anymore. I don't think this particular thing is going to get him kicked out, but it feels close. I think he's going to be shocked how close he's going to be kicked out. But something else is coming up. Or it could be they're doing this and something else comes up and he says, F you. Remember I told you he's going to leave. So it's not, it's just like, he's like, it's like they're throwing tomatoes at him on the stage. And he's going to leave. If he does go up and has to go on, he's going to be up we're going to vote. If he is it's going to screw the Republicans up so bad. I think they'll be shocked because I felt like he would lose. This guy's going to lose so bad it's not even funny. And yet they think they have all these people. They don't. Yeah, there's a certain amount of people, but this whole thing with Iran has already caused a lot of energy forms to be like, ew. Because he affected our well-being, even the people that love him. You're scared, it's a scary place to be. He's lucky Iran stood down. They got, not them, but some other people have some other stuff they might do. But I'm not feeling, okay, I just got to ask this. Hold on. So the tower there, something will explode. Just define that a little bit for me. Give me what you're going to say about the tower and something is going to explode. The tower and something is going to explode. The tower and something's going to explode. The world is really working against him. It's justice. So that's like a court. That's like a hearing. It could be that the courts come back or Supreme Court comes back and says, nah, got to give your, or now that what's-his-face is going to be the overseer of this trial, Trump's going to put a bad taste in his mouth. And I'll tell you, he's going to go back and really stick with the Constitution. I really feel that Trump is in for some aha moments. And, you know, he complained about Justice Roberts. He's not trustworthy. He doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut. He turned against the FBI. He just doesn't know how to be human. He's worse than any child I know. And I had some kids that could be pretty selfish. So know this, breathe, and know that this too shall pass. That energy I get every time I think he's selling land in Alaska or leasing land for drilling in Alaska, beautiful, untouched land. And they say to me, no worries. Pretty soon he's going to be gone. And they will, when he goes, they are going to be reversing even those judges. And how are they going to do that? They may decide he got in by, I see them starting that. They're going to say that he got in with Russia's help, so he's not a real president. And then they can wipe off everything he did. Some of the first things they'll do when they get in office is help with the Puerto Rico. I see them really help. I see Puerto Rico getting help. Poor Puerto Rico. And they're going to help with the immigrants. And they're going to immediately start taxing, not overtaxing the wealthy, just sort of, you know what I'm saying? Just enough to get us out of this hole and start paying our debt. But the other thing I see is them turning around most of the stuff he did. Like they're going to have people working on just that. Okay, now we have to remove this. We have to remove this. The Republicans are really going to suffer. The Republicans, though, that stood up to Trump, and there's not too many of them, will have a chance. Ooh, Kavanaugh's going to be upset. Sorry, I just saw Kavanaugh being up. He knows. And Barr, too. Barr isn't healthy, but we've already talked about that. Now, let's look at Prince Harry. Oh, I saw something on Twitter. I'm not quite sure if this is true, because I'm not quite sure of the whole thing, like I told you. I don't really read gossip magazines. I don't even know why. I saw in the news that the Queen wants to have a meeting. I thought it was cool, her and him are going to Canada doing their thing. I don't know what this is all about, okay? But I saw this little clip that said, it showed Yoko Ono. Oh, they said that I caused the breakup of the Beatles. And then the next picture is of Meghan. She says, hand me a beer. So maybe this Meghan is the reason. I don't know what she's doing. I didn't feel her and the Prince William's wife get along. I wasn't feeling warm and cozy with it. I think Meghan is starting to react, or Prince Harry feels like he's more in touch with the soul universe, and so does she. And I feel like they just don't want to be part of all that blasé bull. Eventually, you know, the UK is not going to allow monarchy anymore, but it brings in money for them now. People come there because they like it. But UK starts suffering enough, they're going to say no more. It'll be after the Queen crosses. Like if Prince Williams or Charles are kings, it's token king. You know what I'm saying? Tell me about Prince Harry. Token kings without that much money. Yeah, she wants to work. I'm feeling a lot on Meghan. I don't even know when her birthday is, nor do I know Harry. But Harry really loves her. It's interesting. And I like that baby. That baby's a cute baby. So tell me what's going to happen. So we as Americans, it drove Diana nuts. Well, they're coming, the Ten of Swords reversed is good. So, yeah, so there's good news coming. They'll come to some sort of agreement. Here's the baby. Aww. Yeah, she was struggling too much. They're going to make their own money. Woo! And they have strength. I don't see anything untoward happening to them, anybody trying to hurt them. I see them being treated well. I see them making appearances. I see a book. I don't know what this is about. But she wants to work, and she can't do the kind of work she wants to do over there at curtsying and all that stuff. No human is better than you. You know what I'm saying? The queen, they have all these things. You have to bow down. You have to, anybody see the crown, You can't show your back to her. You can't ask a question. She's a human being. And yeah, but she was raised, she's pretty stiff as a board. Let me tell you, she almost lost that crown with Diana because she was that close. If that prime minister hadn't begged her to please say something to your people, they really didn't like Diana because she, in fact, they probably don't like Meghan because they know she's outside of the, and it's like, shut up. Yeah, so your husband's having an affair with Rottweiler. What's her name? Camilla. Just shut up. People have affairs. But that's not who Diana was. And Diana, she could go a little bit cray-cray. But she was young. She was just a kid, for Christ's sakes. Y'all know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's like that first husband I married, whatchamacall. The one I'm going to see tomorrow at the funeral. I'll be nice. I'll curtsy. So, okay. We did about 20 minutes. I'll be at Angel this weekend, so you all hear from me again. Tomorrow I'll be at the funeral, so you might not hear. Maybe I'll do a live shot at the funeral. Hey, you guys, there's husband number one. Okay, so what can I tell everybody? Is there something you want me to let them know before we go? That volcanoes are hitting big time. Volcanoes are hitting. January is supposed to be a tough month. In fact, I had 2 astrologers tell me don't leave the house, but I'm leaving the house and I'm actually okay right now. Knock on wood, sorry, that was making the whole thing shake. So tell me what I can tell everybody. What do you want them to know? They always do this. Thank you. They're always telling me to tell you guys to breathe, to be present, to be in grace for what you do have. Don't worry so much. We worry so much. We worry for our children. We worry. I have a grandson. He's only 6 years old. What kind of world is he stepping into? So what do you have to say? All will be well. They just said that to me. Thank you. There's just it's almost like we're in a pool, like some sort of energy pool, like things are kind of ripping at the seams. It's going to take a while to bring things back together, several years. What do you want me to tell them? The angel of light and mercy is standing before us. The outcome is the sun. And just know. It's like the swords will be pulled. Listen, we're going to come into some turbulent times. There's going to be some maybe even warlike energy going on. There's fighting and battling for truth and justice. And women are very strong in this. It's like women are doing really good. Oh, some of you guys wanted me to ask about Bernie. I won't be able to see that thing tonight because I'm going to another event. Tell me about Bernie. Bernie. Let me write that down. Bernie. Okay, thank you. They just want me to keep telling you guys to not be afraid, and the right person will go in office. This isn't happenstance. This is something that actually is as prophesized. Oops, I think I read on, sorry about that. I think I read on Bernie before. Okay, let me look at it again. Tell me about Bernie. I thought that the heart attack would affect his abilities, just temporarily though. Because nowadays, if you have a heart attack, they got those stents they put in. They're fantastic. There's so many people who died young back in the day that now, because of the new stuff we have, it saves lives. Bernie. He's crossed by the Ten of Swords. He's got a lot of strength. He actually feels pretty good. Ooh. Now, he's got the Nine of Cups, which is like his wish comes true, and the Karmic Star, which means there's a purpose for him to be here. And justice is the outcome. With the Two of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. So what are you telling me? He's gone through a lot of heartache, but he's grown from it. You know, he's like that Tom Steyer and Warren. I mean, they're not giving me the one who's going to win. They're just not telling me. Probably because it's not for us to know right now. When we're getting closer, I'll be able to tell you. But he's got the Nine of Cups, so I mean, I think he's going to do really good. I don't see anything else hitting him. So we'll check it out. I hope that this back-to-back and talking trash stuff ends, because it's really unbecoming, and it's something that would turn me off and I wouldn't vote for someone because of the fact they're bullying others or talking trash. Okay, you guys take care. Ciao.